Hello witches and wizards, we have some exciting news today. Yes, that is correct, we have an update. Version 2.2 is now available. What you're gonna have to do is you're going to have to go to whatever store you download this from, whether it be the Samsung store, the Google Play Store, or your App Store, and you're going to have to download a rather large file. Now once you get the update, you're going to want to go into your settings and you're gonna wanna download all the assets. Highly recommend that you do this over Wi-Fi because they are pretty substantial as far as the file sizes, and if you are unlimited data, it would eat up most of that. But now that you know how to get the new update, let's talk about what some of the items are on this new update. We're gonna just go in order that they gave it to us, and we're gonna start with the Ministry ID. You can now upload and decorate with stickers, frames, filters, photos from your device's gallery to your Ministry ID portrait. The sticker section of your portrait selection is now organized by categories, including recently used, featured, Hogwarts, lore, and Wizarding World. They added new lenses, filters, and stickers to the Ministry ID portrait. These are just kind of aesthetics, but let's go over them briefly. Once you are in your Ministry ID, you're going to tap on the upper right-hand corner of your passport photo, and then if you look down at the bottom right, you will see it has the option for gallery. That's where you're going to choose a previously taken photo from your camera roll on your phone. If you don't have a photo already saved that you want to use, you can still take a photo using the standard option of just taking a snap photo like this, and then you are going to have new items. There's nothing new that I see so far, but if you go down to the stickers, which is going to be the very bottom item, you will see there's a lot of text issues here. Hopefully that gets cleared up. But you can see recently used, these are from the events. You can see this is what the Hogwarts, bunch of different options there. You have lore, and then this one from the Wizarding World. So a lot easier to find the stickers that you are looking for. This is kind of killing me. I need to double check on all of these magical games and sports because I still need a couple of Chudley's Cannon players. No, and no. Those are all the same every single time. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of these. We're gonna check them all. Magizoo, no. Over here, magical games and sports, no. That's either Peeves or Moaning Myrtle, and I already know that that is a no. And then for the Legends of Hogwarts, Young Luna Lovegood is also a no. Don't need any of those. And we had a couple more spawn up. Let's check out the Ministry of No. And finally, this one I believe was new. No, maybe it was this one. Oh, success! It's always the last one you look at, right? So I need a couple, ooh, that was terrible. I need a couple more of the Chudley's Cannons players. Pretty high return rate on these. That's gonna be successful despite being an absolutely awful spellcast. Let's see where that puts me on this page. It's actually very apropos that we are here. So 18 out of 30 is going to be that I'm still avoiding all of the port keys until after the Brilliant event ends tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, we have an added Magical Games and Sports Family Registry page coming. It's not available now. It was with the update. My guess is it will arrive once the Brilliant event ends tomorrow. It will end at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Tuesday. This video will be up shortly before then. What we are going to have are Quidditch fan Hermione, Quidditch fan Neville, Quidditch fan Luna, Quidditch fan, is that Seamus? S-E-A-M-U-S, is that how you spell Seamus? I did not know that, if that's how you spell Seamus. And Gryffindor Quidditch banner Foundables. Look for these new encounters and challenge Foundables in the game, so they're not all going to be found in the wild. You're going to have at least one that is available in Wizarding challenges. And this was a pretty decent sized update because we have more to talk about here. As far as potions go, you will now be able to manage your ingredient inventory from the potion brewing screen, and port keys, a new location, Honeydukes, unlocks with 10k port key portmanteaus. Now, as you can see on my screen here, I've got a lot to choose from. I'm not actually, maybe I might need this Ministry of Magic. No, I'm still gonna go ahead and wait until tomorrow to pick up these port keys. But if we go to the potion brewing screen, oh, and it just so happens, great timing here, that I have a potion that is finished brewing. It was a Barufio's Brain Elixir. Let me drop down some master notes here. Let's see, whoa, this way, this way, this way. Those are done, 15% time reduction. And then what you can do is you can go to the screen and you can manage the potion. So if I tap on, we'll say on this top one, the Extimulo potion, say I want to get rid of some of these, what are these, Granian hairs. If you tap on the Granian hair, you will now see that it's going to give you the option to manage that. I'm actually okay with the number that I have, but what do I want to brew here? I'm going to go with a potent Extimulo potion. Get another one of those. Just as an aside, this has absolutely nothing to do with Wizards Unite. There's like the old riddle of, if you have a factory, what do you put first in the factory? And the answer is always the slowest producing item. The reason why is because no matter how fast everything goes, if something is slower after it, it's going to bog down the entire system. So when I'm looking at brewing potions, I typically go for the ones that take the longest to brew that I need the most. And so that's how I make my decisions. Take that for whatever it's worth. I know it's not really an assembly line, but it kind of is if you think about it. You're assembling potions and spitting them out as quickly as possible. There were also some bug fixes, something to do with an iPad. I don't ever play on the iPad, so I have no idea what they're really talking about, but you will currently not be able to share your ministry ID or portrait images. That's kind of self-explanatory. Wizarding challenges, they fixed an issue where players not receiving XP when playing challenges with friends. That's a big one to fix ahead of this weekend's Community Day. Speaking of Community Day, I did put out the official announcement. I'm going to be at the Outlets of Orange. I had to think about it there for a second. It's an outdoor mall. It's a Simon property. It's in Orange, California. Everybody is welcome to join. There are plenty of sponsored fortresses and sponsored inns. Sponsored inns give out, on average, more spell energy, so that's going to be great. And then we already know from a previous video that sponsored fortresses give out more challenge XP. I think that's going to be a really nice way to really take it the most advantage of your Community Day event, is if you can get to a sponsored stop of some kind, whether it be Simon Malls like I'm doing, or a Cricket location, or an AT&T location. Those are going to be the ideal places to do Community Day. I already know that we have several people going. I don't know exactly how many. I think I've seen like 5 or 6 have confirmed that they're going to be there. So if you are local to the area, definitely we'd love to have you. I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for players of all skill levels to get a lot of rewards, XP, and hopefully doing some leveling up and crawling up those tower chambers. There were several other bug fixes that I'm not going to go into every single one of them, but the biggest one for me personally, thank you. They fixed an issue with the suitcase being badged when page needs to be prestiged. If you will remember, for the last couple of weeks, if you click on my suitcase, like the registry there, it had a red dot that I hate so much, and it was for my challenges. That is actually gone because I didn't need to prestige anything. So life is great on that end. There are also several other fixes that they have acknowledged that are in the game that they haven't fixed yet. So they're still working on it. It's good to see. The biggest omission out of all this, and one that I personally was, like, I would have bet a lot of money that this was coming in, is there was no adventure sync added with this update. And based on the comments made at San Diego Comic-Con, I was positive that it was coming with this update, but it's not here yet, which is disappointing. I can't tell you, because of Wizards Unite, how many eggs I've opened in Pokemon Go, and I only open up Pokemon Go every couple days, and I always have an egg that is ready to be hatched just because of Adventure Sync. So whenever that finally does make it to Wizards Unite, that is going to be a great quality of life update. Anyways, that's all I've got for this one. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite part of this update? Nothing really here that I can say I'm upset with, except for the fact that the new registry page wasn't available yet. Again, I really feel like this is going to go live once the Brilliant event ends later on today. That's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.